Ladies and gentlemen, the American Jury and Bulldog Nation, I want to do an updated video of the Damar Hamlin situation, and I am going to make some points, some very strong points, and that's going to be the last that I have to say about this matter. I am going to get back to everything else that I'm doing and I love, including being elected your next governor in Kentucky, and including beating, as we do every single day, the largest law firms in the tri-state in the litigation that Deters Law is handling, as well as building my media company. The first thing that I want to tell all of you is that all of you trolls and haters and so forth and so on, you will never, ever be able to hurt me, censor me, cancel me, or divert my attention from the prize, ever. I will also never, ever kowtow to you. Your texts, your posts, your emails. Do you guys have jobs? I mean, who has time to go onto other people's pages and say the idiot stuff you do? And by the way, yesterday I decided to show the power of my wit. I used to do this thing on the radio, say something witty or wise and not stupid, plain and stupid. Sorry, these trolls are so, they would say these insults and I would flip the script on them like boom, boom, boom. I'm going to do a show about tomorrow. I mean, it's so easy to just knock these people right back down. So I don't care. Now, the other thing, they say things like, how come you took down all your posts? Folks, something you say about a subject matter sometimes a day, a week, or days ago is no longer relevant. The only post that we're leaving up is the one where I asked about prayers. And you know what? You don't get to decide who gets to post on my Facebook page. You know what? If you come saying something nice, we'll leave it up. Nicole Steffen was gently critical of me. I left her post up. But those of you that just want to, really? You don't think, folks, I got a whole team. We're going to delete you and block. If you think I'm going to let you bash me on my page, it ain't going to happen. The reason why we deleted everything, you don't even deserve the answer, but it's why, because I want to move on. I want to move on, and I'm going to move on. You can try to say all the stupid things you want after this video is up, but it's going to be the last word on it. All right, so I got that out of the way. Number two, okay, the main thing that I want to say is I apologize to the Hamlin family for, unfortunately, what I reported has caused so much angst amongst all these freaking people. Although my guess is the Hamlin family is focused on their son, Damar, and could care less about Eric Deters. The other thing I want to say is I stick to everything that I have said. Okay? I stick to all of it. Now, let me explain. I am as honest as they can be when it comes to reporting things, saying things based upon information. I want to just say this to all of you. Number one, Glenn the uncle, God bless him. He's a good spokesman for the family. Glenn the uncle came out, and what did Glenn say? Glenn said they were turning down the oxygen, trying to win. Folks, the fact that you reduce oxygen doesn't mean anything relative to prior brain injury. Doesn't mean anything. Number two, he admitted he died twice. He admitted he died twice. He died on the field. He died in the hospital. He died twice. I've spoken to some doctors. To have that happen twice, the odds of Damar Hamlin recovering is minuscule. He needs a miracle. And by the way, I believe in miracles. Miracles can still happen. I hope he gets one. I hope Damar Hamlin survives. Seems like a hell of a nice young man. Now, the other thing that I'm sticking to is my sources from inside the hospital did not violate one HIPAA rule. Just for those of you that know, on the old HIPAA thing? HIPAA is not meant to protect patients. Do you know if somebody could take your whole medical file, steal it, and give it to all your neighbors? You can't sue them. All HIPAA does is allow somebody to file a complaint to a board. What HIPAA is for hospitals to scare nurses and healthcare workers from revealing bad stuff, which, by the way, it doesn't cover it. If you're a healthcare worker and you know something's bad, you can contact me. It ain't a HIPAA violation. They just use HIPAA to try to scare you. Oh, boy, I can tell you stories about it. Another reason why I want to end this thing is it's gotten so bad. I had people text me, email me. One person was impersonating his mom. How sick is that, impersonating his mom? What else do I want to say? I loathe the local media. 5, 9, 12, 19, The Enquirer, 700 WLW. Let's face it. Bill Cunningham right now is singing the praises of Mitch McConnell, Mike DeWine, Andy Beshear, and Joe Biden. I know Willie really good. You all had that famous falling out. And I heard they were bashing me on WLW. I want to tell you something about Willie. Willie would have phone sex with any politician for an interview. Willie claims that he is the common man. No, he doesn't. All he cares about is Kenwood Country Club and going to Naples. Willie is about as much for the common man as King George. I mean, he does not have any common man. He might have once a long, long time ago. Willie is scared of his own shadow. He's owned by iHeartRadio. Yet big old bad Willie has to kiss butt. Hey, Willie, I can't get canceled like you. The other thing is, I've heard stories from nurses. Some of the people in the local media, they put on scrubs and snuck through the ambulance doors. These are sick people. But let me tell you what I really hate about the national media and the local media. But by the way, the local media is all owned by national chains. What I hate about them all is they're in cahoots with the NFL trying to control this situation. They're trying to control it, delay it. The NFL doesn't want to, and the Bengals, they don't want to have somebody that died on their football field during their game. And then there's the old vax issue. All of these players forced to get the vax, they were all sheep. Think about that. You're making millions and millions and millions of dollars, and you let them force you to get a vax. What kind of a man are you? I tell you who was a man, Aaron Rodgers. I'll tell you who's a man is Kyrie Irving. I'll tell you who's a man, Cole Beasley of the Bills. They refused to get a vax. Refused. Everybody else is sheep. Don't. And what do we know about that now? People, young men and athletes are dropping dead. Google it. They're dropping, a football player just did this week, yesterday, dropping dead. They're all having heart issues. Think about all the hard hits, all the things of football. And just now, we've had a football player who died on the football field, brought back to life, in the hospital, brought back to life. So I take it back in. People say, well, aren't you going to apologize? It looks like he's getting better. Reducing oxygen doesn't change his brain. Now, some more things to complain about. It is an outrage. An outrage. That guy, I was talking to a lawyer buddy of mine at lunch. We were talking about this. He is a public player on a public football field. 80,000 people at the stadium watching him play. Everybody watching him from the television set. All of them watching him, okay? Then all of a sudden, once he goes down, and he goes to the hospital, we're not allowed to know anything about this guy. This is not average Joe Americans going to the hospital. You and I both know that doctors come out day after day after day after day to report what's going on with the athletes. And I'll guarantee you, it's in their contracts they're allowed to do that. For whatever. Now, just think about that. In this case, that's not happening. They said we were planning an interview this day, then we were planning a report this day, and it still's never happened. That is wrong. By the way, that's wrong on universities' part. But they're all working together. Corporate health care is the finest. It's unbelievable. You know, we have a right to know. Oh, you didn't say, oh, it's his mom, it's his family, blah, blah. No, 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 no. He is a public figure playing a pro sport that we're all supposed to see. These celebrities and athletes want us to all watch them, like them, enter me social media. And then all of a sudden, oh, we want our privacy. Oh, really? Now you want your privacy. And let me tell you something. And this is sad because I'm going to say what everybody's afraid to say. I'm going to say it. It's sad that you know what everybody's talking about? Now, this may not be the case, but they've created a situation. Everybody now is saying, well, they must be doing this to give everybody false hope, and they're not reporting because the foundation keeps getting higher and higher and higher. It's up to $6 million. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but if it's not true, it's sad that they've created a situation where people are thinking that, because people are thinking that. Some more things. These pro athletes, I'm not a celebrity worshiper. You folks that are celebrity worshipers, I don't get it. I'm not a celebrity worshiper. Now, I will admire certain people. I admire Joe Burrow's talent. He said a few things politically that I didn't like. I don't look at Joe Burrow and say, oh. I mean, I'm not a celebrity worshiper. All you people are being used by the NFL. By the way, University Hospital, I say this all the time. Thank God we got University Hospital trauma. He's in great shape. I posted that before. You know, but you guys are all being used in the drama of, Of course we care about Damar Hamlin and we want him to get better. But you're being used. And by the way, again, all these athletes, never a damn word. We had somebody shot and killed a teenager in Boone County over a bag of pot. Has any of these athletes said anything? LeBron, baby, he only goes for the fame, you know, only for the fame. You know, it's like Jeff Ruby. By the way, I like Jeff Ruby. Great restaurant. But guess what? Jeff Ruby just loves all the celebrity. It's all about the celebrity. Pictures on the wall. It cracks me up. I am genuinely cares about people, including Hamlin. But I'm not going to be a sheep or a stooge for the NFL, the media, and everybody else, how they're trying to spin this. It's wrong. It's dead wrong. So I could say some more, but I'm not. By the way, one of the doctors told me that the first 96 hours are really, really critical if there's going to be some reversal in his condition. So maybe he still has an opportunity to do that. Oh, and by the way, for those people that said that, the people said, accused me because I said he was dead. His uncle said he was dead twice. Don't get mad at me for saying that. And when I said he was brain dead, well, my source inside that hospital said that he was. If my source is wrong, I'll find out in time, and I'll say, well, my source was wrong. I didn't make it up. There's people that say, oh, he's just probably making this up. No, I'm not. And you're never going to find out my sources either because I don't have to tell you my source. And by the way, I haven't defamed anybody. This isn't defamation, you know, so I haven't done anything wrong. But I do want to apologize. Now, having said all this, I released the truth because I felt like you needed to know the truth. But if I could turn the clock all the way back, even though I felt the responsibility to do it, I probably wouldn't. Not for you, just simply for the Hamlin family. I probably wouldn't do that. Oh, and those of you that act like, you know, you should do this, their son and everything else. Are you kidding me? I assume every one of you have experienced in your life tragic loss. It's called life, and it hits us all. We've all been hit with cancer, right? Losing people to cancer. And unfortunately, every family probably loses somebody in an accident. For your information, in my life, lost my first wife to cancer, lost my brother to cancer, lots of friends to cancers, accidents, everything else. Family members killed in accidents. I mean, young people died. I'm not insensitive to that. You all can trash me all you want. I'm one of the good guys. I fight for people. I care about people. But I'm not a sucker for the NFL. This whole thing, to be candid with you, I know a lot of you people were done with the NFL with the kneeling and the pledge. By the way, this is the same league that when it started to hurt them, the Pledge of Allegiance, not the Pledge of Allegiance, the Star Spangled Banner, the national anthem, the kneeling, when it started to hurt the league, they stopped. Look how they treated everybody with the vax and the COVID and the masking at stadiums and all that crap until playoff time. Look at all the millions of dollars they gave to Black Lives Matter, who burned down cities that the teams are from. And then, prayer. A man goes down and everybody starts praying. Wow. Prayer's okay when somebody goes down. The hypocrisy makes me sick. The only thing that I stand with everybody, I assume, is that I hope Damar Hamlin recovers. Other than that, I stand over here where I stand with my supporters and people that think like I do. I mean, it's unbelievable. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. I'm done.